Good morning. What's going on out there? Question for you. Are there any good police officers out there? My answer for you, absolutely. There probably are more good cops than are bad ones. But many times the bad ones make it appear that the good ones are bad also. And I think we should go to an extent to be fair with when we're judging anything. Because you go to the hospital anyway and you give a lot of doctors great respect, and I guarantee you there are bad doctors out there also. And good doctors, bad school teachers and good school teachers. No matter what place of business or service that you go to, there are good and there are bad. That's just the world we live in. That will never change until Christ comes and rule this world with a rod of iron. Until Jesus is our ruler and king on earth here, we'll always have bad and good in all areas. But here goes this gentleman right here, going to an extent, in my opinion, again, I don't know the entire story or backstory behind this. Let me fix my mic gain. Bring it down a little bit. Okay. Yes, I don't know the entire backstory and why he's doing this, but common sense is telling me that, hey, this police officer that he's dealing with appears to be a very nice gentleman, has good customer service to those who he is serving. So let us look a little at this video and try to figure out what he's trying to do here, because I really don't know.
I'm sitting in a spot where he normally does the radar. I can hear you just fine. I didn't ask for you to help.
I can't hear you, man.
Okay.
What's your name, man?
Welcome back to the Lackluster channel. Today's video is from Ron Benghazi Headland's channel. Be sure to head over and let him know I sent you. Ron had been monitoring the Henrico County Police Department in an attempt to show that they routinely park in the same location to catch speeders. Sure enough, Officer James arrived on time.
So it's about 2:18, and sure enough, Henrico Police showed up to do their radar. He pulled into the park. Now he's going to come over here. I'm sitting in a spot where he normally does the radar.
Don't get annoyed with me stopping and talking all the time in these videos, but because I don't like when other YouTubers does it, but that's what they do. So I shouldn't be complaining. Now, listen. It appears so far that these police officers park in the same spot to catch speeders. I used to complain about that until it's affecting you. See, you don't know how something feels until you're actually in the position. What I figure out, and I tell you, when you're in God's word, God will show you things. But you must be in his word. You must be digging deep into it and be a prayerful person. God will show you things. What I was seeing, trying to pull out on a main road, like when I leave my house, trying to pull out on the main road, I find it difficult because there's so many so much people speeding. So it makes it difficult for me to actually pull out in traffic. If they were driving the speed limit, then it would be easier for me to pull out in traffic. So I find it difficult, and I've seen many accidents where people is trying to get onto the main road, whether they're going to work or going to the store, whatever. They pulling out in the main road, but they don't. The traffic is coming so fast, it makes it very difficult and dangerous to actually to get on into the get onto the main road. So when the state troopers are sitting there monitoring, make it very easy for us to actually pull out, because now we have enough time to get on to the main road. So it's so important that these police officers monitor the traffic, whether by just their presence or whether they're giving tickets, whatever. I mean, their role is so important to prevent dangerous traffic. So now, dangerous drivers. So now this gentleman appears to be sitting in their spot that they are usually in. And in my opinion, again, I don't know the entire background on this video, but in one sense, even though he has the right to do this, he's preventing the officer from really doing his job. And I don't think that's fair. Let's continue.
Officer James touches the taillight of Ron's vehicle. Touching the rear of the vehicles put the officer's fingerprints on that car, showing that they were there with it. In the case the driver decided to flee the scene, or if something happened to that officer, it ties both the vehicle and the officer together.
How you doing, sir? Can you roll down your window, please?
I can hear you just fine.
I can't hear you.
That's fine. I didn't ask for you to help.
I can't hear you, man.
Okay.
I was checking on you to make sure you're not broken down. Are you okay? Okay, you just sitting here?
Again, it's so easy to judge the intentions of people, and we judge them according to the bad ones. So we already put this police officer in a category of not good. Pull over to ask a gentleman who's parking in his usual spot where he get to monitor traffic and to give speeders ticket. Now he asks if you're okay. What's so difficult? I know you have the right. I know you know the law, know what not to do. But what's so difficult about rolling your windows down and say, sir, I'm okay. This is what I'm doing. Or I'm just sitting here chilling. Why make things difficult. Nothing wrong with saying to the police officer that I'm okay. Now, if he's being ignorant now and aggressive, yes, then you start to state the law, you videotape, you do whatever you have to. But don't assume the worst in people, because these are the very same people that you call when you're in a situation. So I think our attitudes towards these police officers should be different. We should know really when to go all out in really correcting them, and when to humble ourselves and say, you know what? This person ain't doing anything bad. He just asking me for an ID, or he's checking on me to see if I'm okay. Now, if you were passed out in the vehicle and a police officer was sitting there, never can come over to check on you, you would have sued. And now if they come and check on you, then there's an issue. It's like you damned if you do and you damned if you don't. And there's a point where we have to say, come on, we are adults. Learn how to really navigate through life without always have to go out in arrogancy or pride. Sir, I'm doing okay. Sir, I'm all right. I'm just sitting here trying not to text while I'm driving or whatever. Now, you have all the right not to answer. You have all the right not to roll down your window. Now, even if I was sitting there and a police officer said, yes, this is my usual spot where I catch speeders and you're in it, I say, okay, no problem, sir, I'll move. Because I want to give them the ultimate respect, because they are actually, the Bible said, they are punishing evil. Now, if the cop is disrespectful and trying to pull a fast one on me, yes, you know the law enough to say, okay, let me not stir up this situation. Let me not do anything that's going to tick him off. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to videotape him, and I'm going to put it on social media, and I'm going to go to the police station and make a report on this arrogant cop. There's a process in the way that you can do things. You don't have to sit there and argue. You don't have to act prideful. If the cop asks you, hey, are you okay? Yes, sir, I'm okay. No, you may say, oh, you don't know. No, I've been thrown down by cops many a time. And I would say 97% of the times I've been thrown down by a police officer, it was my fault. It was my mouth. And I've done some horrible things. Maybe driving 110 past a police officer and they gave me a warning. I've encountered so many good police officers in my bad moment. In my bad moment. Where they have let me go. And in my most relaxed moment, days where I'm having a good time, I've encountered horrible cops. But you use the process. You don't add fire to the flame. So guys, as we get older in life, we have to know the proper way to do things. Not because the law is on your side, meaning that you have to always how could I put it? Not because the law is on your side, you have to always do things to escalate the situation. You can calm down and take another route that probably would be more effective than you just sitting there selling out. But I just wanted to add my little 2 cents to this. All right. I don't think I have nothing more to say. It look like the more I talk, the less time let me see what this is, 15 minutes? All right, I guess I have nothing else to say. Peace out.